Right, Trevor, you're nominated for August Player of the Month. Congratulations for that. Didn't win it, but you obviously signed that something's going right
I don't know
so
whether
far this season.
I feel like a loser or not. Nah, of course it's great to be nominated, and send the lads out. It's like a recognition for team effort, like the clean sheets and the last couple of games. I've had a few days off, to be fair. The lads have been outstanding, but it's great. I've had a great start to my Cheltenham career, and to get recognised with something like that is it's just the icing on the cake. So long may it continue. Hopefully September's just as good for us as a team.
Yeah, I don't know if you agree, but I think Bury second half and probably Carlisle have been your busiest games. But
Yeah.
how pleased the last two, Hartlepool and Oxford, you've not really had that much to do, have you, in those 2 games?
Nah, but as silly as it sounds, they're the hardest games for a goalkeeper. You have to keep. There's nothing worse not being involved, because you're constantly thinking, you don't want to let the lads down because you've had nothing to do, and you don't want that one silly one in the last minute or something that costs. It's good to be involved. So, the last couple of games, it's a different task. It's like a more mental. Keeping concentrated, keeping yourself involved in the game. So, as you say, I haven't had a lot to do physically, but you just have to. And that's credit to the lads in front of me. But hopefully, I prefer to be busy and keeping it clean. It's a better feeling.
Yeah, everyone was wondering, new goalkeeper, new shape. Matt Taylor coming into the back three. Obviously, Troy and Steve were here last year, but it seems to have knitted together very well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been great. And you can't really put your finger on where, because pre-season we weren't exactly great, were we? We were struggling a bit, and it's hard to put your finger on when it's clicked. But obviously something's working, and as a keeper, like, it's that feeling. I don't know what it is, but just with that the main back three, like, it's just you feel solid. I haven't really had that feeling before as a goalkeeper. With the good, you go into games sort of not knowing you're not going to have little to do, but you've got a good feeling. You've got like good lads in front of you that are going to keep them quiet. So it's been great. With Stevie's and like Matty's experience, and then you've got Troy's. Troy's just got all the attributes. He's done super. So it's been a team effort.
Yeah, there's always one of them there, isn't there? And they never seem to get the two big lads who obviously aren't as quick as Troy. They don't seem to get exposed.
That's
they're
it.
just clever, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. That's the word, clever, because Stevie and Matty will tell you they're not the quickest players in the league, and their strengths are head it, kick it, winning their battles, and you got to play to your strengths, and they're both experienced players, and if they've been outstanding. And don't get me wrong, there is going to be times where maybe they'll get done in behind this year and something will happen, and it's up to me to then bail them out, because I'm sure they'll bail me out plenty of times this season as well. So
yeah, I think everyone would have taken that August, offered it, wouldn't they, at the start of the season? What do you think the targets have got to be for September now?
Same again, you break the league for playoffs anyway. We sort of, as a team, we sat down and you sort of have to be averaging about 8 points every 5 games. That gets you up to about 74, 75 points end of the season. So, from our first 5 we've got 13, so it's a fantastic start. And as a team we've sat down, the target is 8 points from the next 5 games in September. If we keep ticking them off, come Christmas we could be in a handy little position. But you can't look too far ahead. You gotta keep your feet in the ground, because I'm getting all sorts of texts from back home as if we're already promoted. But trust me, I know football too well. Like, it can quickly change. A couple of games, and you quickly brought that back down to earth. So that's why you shouldn't get too carried away. But you gotta enjoy it while it lasts. I don't know whether you noticed the atmosphere in here. It's just everything's just rolling along nicely, and it's amazing what a win does in football. But I think the real test will come whenever we do lose a couple of games, because it's going to happen. It's football, it's League Two. It's how we react and how we respond, and then I think whenever that happens, I think it'll become clear then whether we are promotion candidates, because it's how you react to adversity. Yeah.
Have you ever had a start this good, do you think, in the league?
Personally, I haven't, because first real season starting in it, because obviously last year I went on loan, but Bury, my first start, we were League One, so we weren't really. It's going to be tough, but that's quite far. Like, at the end of the last season with Portsmouth, the last 7 league games, I won 5 and drew 2, so I think I'm about 12 unbeaten. It's a good 1-9 and drawn 3 out of the last 12 games. So I wish I could tally all that up together. But it's a good feeling. It's not easy in any league or any country to win 3 games on the bounce, like, and just breeds confidence into the lads. And as I say, long may it continue. We're going into games thinking now, you're thinking we're going to win this, which is a great feeling. Whereas going into the Bury game, the first game of the season, I think it was all about how not to lose a game, try and nick a goal. But now we're going into games disappointed if we don't win.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock now on Friday morning. It's a matter of hours till you'll be singing your introductory song tonight. Have you got that ready?
No, I haven't even thought about it. I think I'll just pay the fine, but nah, I'll come up with something. I think there's that many newcomers. We're gonna have to split it into two. So hopefully I'm in the next game, in the next away trip. So I'll sing an old Irish folk song. So I can't ruin any of the lads' favourite songs.
It's a long old trip to Morecambe, isn't it? And they've obviously they had 100% record until last Saturday.
Yeah.
They lost to Tranmere, so the table might be still taking shape, but it's a nice early little top of the table clash.
Yeah, of course. Morecambe's always a tough place to go. Maybe not be any time I've been around about Christmas time. The pitch is always shocking, but maybe it'll be decent this time of year. But the facilities aren't. They're quite nice now. They're quite refurbished, but it's a tough place to go. And we'll not be expecting an easy game for sure. It'll be a battle, and just as long as we go up there with the same attitude and that was shown in the previous 5 games. I think the gaffer's harped on about hard work. That's where it's got us. The points we have, we've been good in spells in games. We've dominated games, but I think the overriding thing has been the hard work, and we've worked harder in the opposition every game we've played, and it reaps its rewards.
Yeah, the last thing I want to ask you about, Trevor, is Matthew Gould. Played for the reserves on Wednesday. I think he's done well. I think he's on course to get something. So what's your impression of him being? So far?
He's done super. He's come in. I think he came in like he'd only landed. He'd been like a full day's flight, and he came in and trained. It just shows you how keen he is, and he's done great. I watched a bit of the game the other day. He looked very comfortable. So it's great. I miss that sort of competition, and obviously at the minute I'm doing quite well, but it comes a point where you need to start getting pushed, and you need that. And hopefully Matthew will provide that if the gaffer decides to sign him up. And he's been super. He deserves a chance, and hopefully for him, he's a nice lad. Hopefully he gets it.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Trev.